Alright, today we're installing on the Teryx 2016 4-seater, and I would assume they may make a 2-seater, so it would be the 2016 Teryx 4-seater and 2-seater. This is how your windshield is going to come to you. It's going to come boxed up like this. This is your instruction packet, comes hooked onto the side, all wrapped in it. Has the written instructions, and then as well as you have these videos we put together for you. Now, the first thing you want to do when you get your windshield is you don't want to remove your protective plastic until you've installed the windshield to make sure everything fits correctly. So we're just going to pull this protective plastic back just a little bit past these holes in the windshield so that we can hook our clamps on. One, it allows us to make sure the windshield all fits good. It also helps to keep some of your fingerprints off of the windshield. So it's nice and clean when you're done. And we are ready to install. If you got somebody to help you, it's nice to have two people do this. It makes it a little bit easier. Not necessary, but helpful. What we're going to do is take and set our windshield on there. Now, as you see, this customer has the mirrors. So I've set these mirrors to sit in between. I've set these mirrors to sit in between the two screw holes. If you've got these kind of mirrors and you're doing this, if you know in advance, tell us and we'll send you longer screws. Like on this, we normally would include a 3/4 inch screw. On these ones, because it takes a little more space and such, it's better to have the 1 inch screw. It makes it a heck of a lot easier. And we're going to take our first bracket and set it on here. Then it's got the bolt, nut, and lock washer. So we're just going to put that on, just finger tight. I'm not even going to tighten that up real snug. And then actually put the other one on it at the same time. We just want to keep both of these unsecured, just barely finger tight, because there's some movement that this windshield is going to need to make before we finish. And just one quick thing, in your packet you have 4 clamps that are 1 7/8 and 1 clamp that's 1 3/4 inches. The 1 3/4 clamps is used for your center support bracket. So like I say, there's a certain amount of slight adjustments. That windshield needs to be pulled just slightly this way. So if you tighten the bolts up too tight, it's impossible to do that. Now we've got them all secured on tight. The only tools we'll need for installation is a Phillips head screwdriver and a 7/16 inch wrench. So now that we've got this on tight, what I need to do now is seat this down tight to the bike. So what I'm going to do, with the tilt, it's easiest if you tilt the windshield down and push it down as tight as you can to the body. And then what I like to do is just put some pressure down on that bolt right there. Secure that up. And you'll see that the edging is compressed, so that's what you want to make sure it's compressed. Oh, one of the things when I was saying that don't remove the plastic, it's because you want to make sure everything works right. I made the windshield so it fits right. I made it for this bike. If you have the factory hardtop, this is how it's going to fit. We know the size. This is the factory hardtop that's been on basically every model of T4. And you don't want to tighten that bolt up. I was just securing it in just a little bit. You want to move over to this side, and we just want to secure our bottom ones first. So I'm going to push down on that nice and tight like that. And then I'm going to grab put some pressure down on the bolt, so it just kind of holds it in place there. And secure that up. With these mirrors here, and with anything, you don't need to over tighten these. Secure them tight, but don't crank them tight, too over tight. That's why the lock washers are on there. When you're putting together windshield, never, ever, ever use Loctite. If you use Loctite, it voids all warranties. And I say that because we'll know if the second product has been used with Loctite, because it destroys plastic, and you can see it. You can see how it destroys plastic. So never use Loctite. So now I'm just going to secure these up. And like I say, I don't need to over crank these guys. I just need to secure them, especially since they're kind of flexing over the top of that mirror. I just want to get them sunk down. Now we're going to move over to this side. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to tighten up that bottom guy. Nice and secure. You can put a little pressure out on your wrench when you're doing this. Just helps keep the windshield in a line. Put a little pressure forward and just cinching that up tight. Get a little extra snug. You've almost completed your windshield installation. Go-to now is just remove your protective plastic. This particular customer that we're doing this for, this is the more resistant material. So if you have this kind of white plastic, you ordered the more expensive windshield, which is a more resistant. If you have a kind of semi-opaque covering, then it's the standardized windshield. So two things we got to finish up is we got to put on our straps and our protective bumpers, and then we'll do the center support bracket in just a second. So let's take these and get them out of my hands. So you're going to take your first strap. You're going to slip it through the slot in the windshield. Smooth side facing you. Clip to the top. Pull that down nice and snug like that. Take the second strap. Smooth side facing you. Clip to the front. So you can see that. We're going to pull that through there. So that's secured. Now basically why we're opposing these and why I say smooth side facing you, smooth side facing in, is because we want this windshield to be, basically what this allows us to do is double Velcro them down. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to pull a little tension into that. I'm not going to over tension that. And because I want to be able to move this a little bit. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Again, smooth side facing you. Smooth side facing, clip to the top, slide it through there. Something like that. And we're just going to snug that down just a little bit for right this second. We're going to take our bumpers. One of our bumpers is going to go on each one of these points right here. And I don't set them right over the point because then they don't get as good of a fixation. So I set to where it just rolls over a little bit on that one point, and then this other side's on there. Push those down nice and solid. They stay right there. They work fantastic. Again, do the exact same thing over here on this side. And set that guy on there. So that's going to protect your paint job. But really on this particular bike, there's probably not going to be any other point that it hits on. But if there were, it'd be right here. So I'm just going to put these two guys right here. But unless you're driving 1,000 miles an hour, just lightning speed down the freeway, there's no way that this windshield's going to compress down any tighter. But it never hurts to be safe than sorry. Keep your paint job nice. So I'm just going to line those guys up right there. Okay, so to secure the windshield in the down position, we're just going to secure that down real nice and tight like that. We're going to take this strap and wrap it around that. So that's going to lock us in tight. It's double Velcroed, if you would, so that we've got double protection. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Now we have our windshield locked down into position for our towing for when we're riding around. And as you can see, this thing is going to stay right where it's at. It's designed to stay right here as it's going around, so you can drive down the freeway with it this way. You can drive down the dirt roads this way. It's got its flexibilities for you. One of the advantages to a tilt windshield is the ability to actually tilt it down so that it makes it easier for cleaning. This is the kind of position, if you need to wash your windshield when you're out on the trails, you want to tilt your windshield down, wash off the inside with some water, take a microfiber cloth or a soft cloth, no paper towels, and clean it off with. Tilt your windshield back up, wash off the outside, do the exact same thing, dry it off with a clean cloth, and you're ready to go play with it. We also have a Novus One product that helps to destatic the windshields, so if you'd like something like that, we have them for sale, and you might be able to find them locally in your area. So that product works. Novus works fantastic, and there's another one, Rain-X. Rain-X was originally designed for Lexan. Rain-X was originally designed for airplane windshields. All airplane windshields are made out of Lexan. Just a little trivia for today. So Rain-X is perfectly designed for these windshields. The reason we want to put the center support bracket on first is because it's going to push out the windshield slightly, and you can't put the straps on and then put that on. Bracket's going to go on just like that. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get that secured up. And then what this does is this goes in, and if you'll notice, I don't know if you can see through that little gap, you'll see how it pushes the windshield off slightly. That's what. And then we're going to get this guy lined up. That over there. My little short arms don't work there. I suck at this one. It's always a new thing to figure this one out. Everybody. Okay. Easier for little short people like me and little short arms to actually stand up on the tire to do this one, because that's not even hard. So just secure that down, and that gives your windshield some centered structural support, making it more rigid as you're going down the road. Now that we've got that secured, we're going to put our straps on. Again, smooth side faciness, clip to the top. What am I doing here? Smooth side face. Boy, it's been a long week, hasn't it? And secure that back. Smooth side faces, clip to the front. Pull those nice and tight that way. Cinch that down. Same thing all the way around. Once you kind of get this system of the smooth side facing, it kind of just flows right along real quick. Now we've got our windshield completely installed. Center support bracket to give us our structural strength, which gives us greater strength when we're going down the road. Greater stability. As you can see, a nice tight fit across the body, insanely tight fit across the body. Basically that's all there is to it. Maintenance, rinse it off with water first. It's the most important thing. Use microfiber cloths to clean. And towing in the down position only. If you have any questions, feel free to call us. We thank you for your business and have a great day.